Hey, hello. Thank you for joining me again. Hamad in the chat already. Thank you for being here, man. How's your day going? Hope you're doing great. I know I am. Today, what are we doing today? So last week we tried that not new, but we tried this package to add authentication or a login screen to our Kaban board. It's cool. I liked it. The one thing I don't like though is the lack of dark mode support. Given that the entire application has dark and light mode, I don't like the fact that the login screen doesn't have dark mode and it's all bright, at least the central area. There is no way to add dark support unless you take all of the views and edit them yourself. So today we're gonna leave that in its own branch, and we are going to try and use Breeze instead, because I know for a fact that Breeze does have a dark mode support. So we are going to add Breeze to our project and check and try to incorporate the login page into the Kanban board. I am anticipating a few issues just because of naming file names that I already have in my project. But I guess I can always see the GitHub difference and try to solve those in some way. A lot of people in the chat today. Hi, hola y hola. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but thank you for being here. Hi, Dendi. Hi, how you doing? Marco Antonio Retamoso. Hola, how you doing? Thank you all for being here. So glad to see you. I don't know if this is built or not. It's not. I actually switched my PHP version at some point today. So yeah, this is what we have, but like I said, this is too black in the outside, too white in the inside, and compared to the actual dashboard, I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, it's cool if you can use it in your project and you're okay with that. It's definitely it's definitely a plus that you can really configure your login screen. But I guess for this case, we're gonna try Breeze. First thing I need to do is just take everything that we have right now. Let me make this bigger. A little bigger. There you go. Let me see what do we have. That's a lot of things. But I guess everything is from the packages though. Yeah, this I commented out, but I can just undo these changes. Leave it like that. And everything else I am going to commit. Actually, let's make a new branch for this. So this is week 9. So that was week 8. So I guess I can just leave this on week 8 and then take week 7 and just jump up to week 9. Let's see how that goes. So I'm gonna commit all of this here in week 8. Hi Junior, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Oh, I have to actually commit my changes here. There you go. And commit. Now let's head over to week 7. And on week 7, we got pretty much nothing going on there. Let me just check the web.php file. Yeah, nothing, no authentication whatsoever. I guess I should do composer update just to get rid of any vendor folders that are lingering. So let's try PHP. No, sorry. Compose. Before I do that, let's just make the new branch, just so I don't pollute this branch. So create a branch, week 9. Quick question, what's the best way of pushing real-time notifications? Like, let's say a user books and service should get notified. Okay. Well, have you given Laravel Echo a try? I'm assuming you're working on the Laravel, so try looking into Laravel Echo. And Laravel Echo, okay, yeah, it's a two-part thing. Laravel Reverb is what works underneath Laravel Echo. Laravel Echo is the actual, it allows you to create channels and send notifications to those channels, and also listen to those events and those notifications on the client side. All of that is under Laravel Echo. Laravel Reverb replaces, because before that we would have to use a third-party service like Pusher to transfer those notifications between the server and the client, and have the client constantly listen for channels and listen for events. So we would have to use a third party. Laravel Reverb then replace that by something that you can self-host. It's exactly the same protocol as Pusher, but now it's running locally on your machine. That was what I was thinking, Pusher and Echo. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would use, to be honest. There's no need to go looking for any extra packages if everything it's inside the ecosystem already. Let's see, where are we here? Test. No, let's go right here. There you go. That's still working. So week 9, that'll be the new branch. Cool. Now here is where we are going to make all of the changes. Now I can do a composer update just to get rid of any Laravel, any packages that are still in the vendor folder but not installed. Happy coding to you as well. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Upgrading, installing, removing. Yeah, removing a bunch of stuff from Dev Dojo, auth, etc. Cool. So we have a blank canvas. Let's start working. I'm gonna go to the Laravel documentation and try to get Breeze installed in this project. Yeah, listen to, I'm gonna call you O or Olai. Yeah, share the stream. Share this with your friends. All right, so documentation. Looking for Breeze, Laravel Breeze. Installation, composer require. Here we go. Then, after Composer has installed the Laravel Breeze package, you should run the breeze install artisan command. This command publishes the authentication, views, routes, controller, and other resources to your application. Laravel Breeze publishes all of its code to your application so that you have full control and visibility over its features and implementation. That's what I like. Breeze install command will prompt you for your preferred front end stack. Let's try that. Breeze install. PHP artisan breeze install. Louis, but replace L with M in your pronunciation. Louis, Muis. Muis? Oh, because I'm looking at the first. Okay, got it. Muis. Or Muis? Where's the accent? The end or the beginning? Muis or Muis? I want to say it right. So breeze install. Here we go. Blade with Alpine. Livewire and Vault. Let's do Livewire and Vault. The only I hope you're not going to overwrite anything that I have already. Class, yeah, class. I don't like the it's cool, but I'm not used to the functional thing. So Livewire Vault with Outline class API. Yeah, let's use this one. Would you like dark mode support? Yes, please. Pest, sure, why not? Here we go. All right, breeze and blade. Sure. Oh, this is all. These are all the stacks. I have to run PHP Artisan migrate. Will that be a problem since I'm pretty sure that the tables are already created? We'll see. Maybe I should do a rollback first. You know, because I did a no, files are gone. Never mind. Yeah, the user's table, I'm pretty sure it's there already. Unless well, we'll see. We'll see the errors, and if I have to delete a table, that's not a problem. Jetstream, blah, blah, blah. All right. Nothing to it then. All right. Let's start looking at the changes right now. That's what I'm interested in. So we have a new composer.json. That's fine. I'm just adding Vault to it, Laravel breeze, pest, etc. All right. This one's fine. Then CSS, tailwind config. Okay, so it did change some things here. My voice is not clear? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see what's going on here. Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it seems a little low. Let me try and boost the gain on the microphone. Is this a little better? How is that? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Is that better? I hope it is. I can't hear myself. That's the problem. I don't have a headset to hear myself. Hasn't been a problem in a while, so I hope it's better. Maybe it's the position of the microphone. I don't know. It's good? All right. Perfect. Thank you. So it imported default theme from Tailwind CSS. That 2 lines I don't care about, but this content I do, because it used to be just resources, everything blade.php, and now it still has that. And now it's going to storage framework as well. I guess I'm fine with that. And then all the pagination views. Okay, that's good. It's adding a default font called Big Tree. We'll see how that looks. And also the forms component. Okay, I'm good with those changes. vid.config.js. It's just rearranging my array, which I'm fine with that. This one is new, verify email controller, that's fine. Logout, login form, that's all right. App layout, oh wait. Well, created a new app layout. I'm using a different one, I think. Let's go to, where was I? Oh, that's a problem. See, he pretty much nuked my dashboard. I don't want that. In fact, if I go here now into my application, if I reload, yeah, it pretty much destroyed my dashboard and replaced it with his. So I want that back. All right, let's undo everything in the dashboard. Discard changes. Thank you very much. Come on, reload. Oh, it changed my route as well, my routes file. Let's undo that as well. Where is it? Routes, web.php. Where are you? Here. Yeah, it replaced my only. Well, I guess I could, instead of going to welcome, let's just change it here, and let's go to let's see. Now the dashboard is protected, so maybe I just want to keep that. All right, let's do, instead of going to the dashboard, this will be the root. So change inside quotes. This will be like that. I can do without that. Like so. This is welcome.blade. You can add sign out in nav. Yes, I'm going to use the navigation in a different way. I don't think I need the entire navigation, but I do need to use the dashboard, my own dashboard. So it was creating its own dashboard with its own navigation and its own app layout. I want to use mine. So let's see if this change actually works now. I reload. Okay, now it's trying to go to the dashboard. I guess there. Let me think about this. If I don't do anything to the database right now, I should have one user in it. And I think that user was maybe admin at example, since that's the one I use all the time. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I guess I don't have to rerun the migrations just now, because the last time I ran them, then I had the default migrations from Laravel and then a couple more for the other package authentication, which probably had a bunch of more tables that I'm not using right now, but it's not colliding with my implementation, so I'm good. So this is now protected with logging, and the login has dark mode. Now I just need to change this part here to use part of the navigation so that I have a drop down where I can log out. It's basically what we did last time, but instead of grabbing it from a different project, I'm just using the same views that I have right here. I don't see any big changes on the fonts. I guess it looks fine. Nothing too jarring. One thing I should do is let's start a vdev server. I don't have one running. Wow, it's getting hot in here. What's going on? Oh, it's but the AC turned off. Fantastic. I was wondering, like, this is getting warm in here. Okay, so that's running good. Let's see what other changes. So hold on. I was worried that it was going to change like buttons and stuff. It did, see? It did change buttons and inputs as well. It's not that I don't like them, but I don't know. If I'm going to use the purple color, I should use it all the time. So either I change the input and change the colors to match what I have in the sidebar, or just update this and this to have the same purple color. I'm not mad about this. It doesn't look bad in the in this context. So I don't know. What could we do? What could we do? I don't like that this is not expanding all the way. That's something I can work on. This is fine. And how about this one here? Yeah, same thing. I wanted to go all the way. So a few changes. Yeah. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. So let's first get these navigation here so I can actually log out, and then we can work on the colors. I think I'm gonna go with the purple so I don't have to change too much. They do have focus. What about error messages? If I try to save like that. Ooh, I don't like that. I want this underneath. But the ring around, that's something I struggle with. Maybe I should just leave it as is. Cons colors require, tell me the export theme colors, primary colors indigo, secondary colors yellow, neutral. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can just update the theme. Is it doing primary? Let me check. Inspect. It's going for indigo right away. It's not like it's so what you're saying is I created a custom theme, make my primary color and secondary colors to whatever I want, and then instead of using indigo here, I can use primary. That's a good idea. All right. One problem at a time. Let's work on this first. We'll worry about colors in a minute. Right. I think the content, it's already working fine, at least for this project. I don't have to add anything to it. HTML, view, otherwise. but that's a good point. Sometimes if you have extra paths and you don't see your CSS classes reflecting on your project, the first place that you have to check is the content section under Tailwind CSS config. So my header, if I remember correctly, is under components, Kanban header here. So this here, this is the image that you're seeing right now, just a default placeholder image. So let's change that, and let's actually bring in, there is a layouts navigation, was it? No, it's under Livewire. Here it is. That's the logo, navigation links. Correct me if I'm wrong. Last time that we did this, we created a Livewire component for the header, didn't we? So we are going to end up doing the same thing. Kanban, yeah, we did. Let's do that. PHP artisan make Livewire Kanban header. There it is. So I'm gonna take this method from here and put it in my header component that I just created. Not here, the component. I do need this action. Which is already created. App Livewire actions. We should have app Livewire actions logout right there, so I can just include that in the header component that I created. So let's do logout, import app Livewire actions logout. Now I need the King Stalker. Hi, how you doing, man? How's your day going? Thank you for being here. So cool. Now I need the view. So I'm gonna go to the header. That is a blade component. Now I'm just gonna take everything from here. Abdul, hi man, how you doing? So many people here. So glad to see you all. Much love from South Africa. Much love from Costa Rica. Thank you for being here. You and Abdul Jamid. Sorry, Abdul Majid. Dyslexia. Yoink. Go to the other header, but the Livewire component, and paste. And now we can go to, I guess it's the dashboard, my dashboard, and where I'm using this Kanban header, sorry, I can then use Livewire Kanban header. Like so. It's supposed to be the same, so if I go back here, nothing changes, except that now all of this piece here, it's a Livewire component. Now let's work on this corner here. It's 4 a.m. in the morning, just woke up. What are you doing up so early? Doing okay, and you? I'm doing great. If I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning, I would be a zombie for the rest of the day. I don't know how you do it. Usually my day starts around 8-ish, 8:30, but that's just because my sleep schedule is a little odd. I go to bed around 1 a.m., 12 midnight all the time. So yeah, I would not be able to wake up at 4 a.m. But thank you for being here so early for you. I appreciate it. Let's see how we do this. So let's go to the header, the Livewire component. No, navigation first. I want to grab that piece of code. This is the primary navigation, then the navigation links. I don't need that. Settings drop down. That's the one I need. Grabbing all of this. I am going to end up deleting the profile. Is that it? One more. There. Yoink. And then head over to my header, Livewire component, find that button, and replace. Let's get rid of the, well, I don't think we need to get rid of the profile. The only problem here is that the layout is going to be different, but the page is there. So let's leave it. Let's see how it works. Okay, if I just do that, is it going to be terrible? It's not even showing up. Why? Oh, there it is. Bloop. Well, that doesn't look that bad. Why doesn't it have my name next to it? That's something strange. Let's see why. Xdata JSON drop down. Yeah, it's using Alpine, but it's not working on my side. Why? No complaints. Cannot assign all to properly property components anonymous name in type string. What is this? Why is it not detecting that I'm logged in? Okay. I'll worry about that. Oh my god, what happened? What happened? That was strange. Are you having issues, Bun? I'm gonna restart this. Just for fun. Let me try something. What if I just output auth user name? Wait, well, no, hold on. If that doesn't give me anything, then we have a problem with the authentication. Something's up. Oh, yeah. And that's not a property, that's a method. Auth user. Thank you, thank you. You're very quick, but unfortunately, YouTube is on a delay. So by the time I see you guys screaming, usually I already figured it out. Nah, that's not true. Why is it not giving me any auth username? Let's see. Create users table. That's fine. Sessions, passwords. Do we have something in the database? Let me check. Not that. Tinkerwell, please. Thank you. Use DD. I'm pretty sure it's going to give me null. That's what I'm worried. So I'm going to use Tinkerwell just to go and query everything from the database, like this. User all. There's the test user, and there's my admin. Oh yeah, maybe the Alpine is just taking ownership of that. Let me check. Nope. Name is null? Where did you see that? Yeah, I mean, I'm like, yeah, the name is there. Look, it's called no. Why can't I see it? I wonder. Oh my god. Should I do it here? Let's do it here. User update. Now let's do find one, update. How about 2? There's 2 in there. In fact, let me go back to this. I can probably go back to Alpine then. There was no need to change that. So go back a few steps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Save, refresh, and we are good. Yeah, I'm amazed sometimes with myself, which is that's not necessarily a bad thing. At least I keep myself entertained, if that's a benefit. All right, so should I worry about the profile? No. Now it works because it has a name. All right, so yeah, the only thing that I would change in this is just to what happens if I use the Kanban layout for the profile. I wonder. Profile. Wait, I have a better way to do this. What was the command? Let me see. Change surrounding tag, open, and then this will be X app, no, Kanban layout. Now the closing tag, it's also updated. Cool. What happens if I do that? It breaks because there is no variable sidebar. Oh, I need the sidebar here. So I go to the dashboard and then I grab the slot. Yoink. Actually, let's just replace this header with the sidebar. Sorry if I'm talking too. Sometimes I find myself, I discover that I'm just mumbling because while I'm working, I'm just mumbling things that are popping up in my head, which makes no sense. But then I start to go very, very, very low and just kind of speak to myself. And that doesn't work, right? When you're live streaming. The only issue is that I don't have a header, which I don't think I need in the context of not the Kanban board, but yes, in the context that I need a logout. Do you guys think, well, maybe I can add it? It just needs to be a flex call. What if I grab all of this? Well, that last div, do I need it? Yes, I do. And then I just move all of this into that other div just below the header. Is that going to break anything? We don't know. It doesn't. Kind of looks good. So now we have profile, logout, and I'm gonna have to add a link somewhere in here to the actual dashboard. Okay, not mad. Kind of like it. All right, let's work on these colors and stuff. I'm gonna use that theme that you mentioned, add Livewire nav. That's what I did, right? This navigation. Well, yeah, this should be Livewire too, probably. The navigation. We'll do that next week. We are going to turn the navigation into a Livewire component. That's the only thing that it's not a Livewire component. Let me go back to that snippet that you mentioned. Module export content, resources. No, that's not the one. Required Tailwind CSS colors, theme. Should probably, I'm going to keep that in mind, but I'm going to use the Tailwind CSS documentation for this. So they're already extending the theme and changing the font family. So all I need to do is add some colors. Where was the other place that I saw someone do this? Was it Filament? I don't know. Well, let's go to the documentation first, see what we can find. Tailwind CSS. Let's look for theme configuration. Customizing the default theme. Here we go. That's what they're doing. How about colors? Screen size, opacity. No. Fill. No. Animation. Colors. There you go. Customizing colors. Not what I'm looking for. Oh, I can use this colors dot. So instead of, let's say that we use primary here and then we use colors. What do you guys like better? Indigo or do you guys like indigo or amber? Let's take it to a vote. So this will be amber and this will be indigo. Which one do you guys like better? Amber is like more punchy, more amber looks off. Too much contrast, you mean? Probably, yeah. So you like amber, so you like the indigo better in the context of a dark mode. Amber with dark. How about with light mode? Why can't I change? Are you kidding me? Oh, here. Oh, did I not? Probably didn't. Yeah, it's gone. 1 second. Dark mode selector. There you go. Now if I change this, there you go. So how about, can you stop it? Thank you. How about indigo with light? Amber with, whoa, hold on. Now you're confusing me, guys. Okay, let's start with dark first. So amber or indigo? I have Muiz, dark mode, indigo. So Muiz indigo, Abdul with amber. So that's a tie so far. Kind of leaning, now that I'm looking at it, kind of leaning towards indigo too. Especially with the new button colors. So that's 2 against 1. So I vote indigo. Indigo for both. All right. You were already in indigo, so it's still 2 against 1. Okay, Abdul, light with indigo. If I'm doing indigo, I think I'm gonna go with both light and dark. It'll be too much of a complication to change, to switch between. I guess it'll kind of be confusing if you see amber when you're in dark and then indigo on light and then dark with amber. Consistency is key. So I guess let's go with indigo. Yeah, let's go with indigo. It is decided. People have spoken. So I just have to change this here. And this one up here. Okay. So I'm not gonna mess with the theme then. Let's just go with indigo all over. In fact, let's head over here. Let's do a global find for indigo dash. So we have the one in nav link. Let's change. Can I do a replace? Guess not. All right, let's change this. No, I'm doing the wrong thing. Hold on. I have to look for amber and change to indigo. I think there should be only primary and secondary colors. I can see red. Well, we need red for the errors. Black is like the neutral. And then, so red is for important error things. Black and white and gray are for neutral things like buttons and stuff. And then indigo will be the accent for rings and for primary colors, etc. So I think we are still within a neutral, errors, I guess there are warnings somewhere, but let's stay with just neutral, errors, and primary. So we're still with 3, not really 5. I guess neutrals, it's black and white, so that kind of ups it up a bit, but not really worried about that. Change inside word, not what I want. Is it indigo? What indigo is it, by the way? Is it 500? 500, yes. Wait, is this, that's the batch, isn't it? So 600. So the text is 500. Light and dark, that's fine. I'm trying to get all of this minutia out of the way, because next week we are going to work on some actual features, search, sidebar filtering, etc., which will take us closer to the finish line. But I don't want to have this bothering me over my head. I'm sure I'm going to have to change some of these. Indigo. Indigo. I'm just making it worse. Indigo, thank you. I think that's all, right? Yeah, that's all. Okay. See how things look now. This is awful. I need to change the background. This is fine. This is fine. It's just this. Control Shift H, that was for what? What's that for? Oh, that a little late. Thank you. That would have been very helpful. Anyway, I'm done with that. Let's fix this, because the text is the background has to be what? Let me check. Inspect. What if I modify the opacity of that? That was awful. But let's just do maybe just 50. No, still not looking good. It looks kind of white. That's the problem. So let's not be too aggressive. Let's just do BG. Well, that's the problem. I didn't change the background. No, I did. BG Indigo 50. Let's do 400. Why are you not changing? Oh my god. Let's try this again. BG 500 and Indigo 200. So the text will be brighter. I want the background to be lighter though. Text Indigo, no, dark. BG Indigo 500. Let's go 400. Why do you go? I can't change it here. That's the problem. Let's find this component. This is the sidebar. Favorite item. What are you doing there? It's getting there. How about 500, but with a 1/10 of an opacity? A little too light. Let's go a little bit more, maybe 25? No. 300. No, I like the opacity better. So let's replace this with 500 and let's add 25% opacity. Yeah, I like that better. Maybe make the text bold. Font bold. Yeah, kind of like that. Okay, I think we're good with that. At least for now. Everything else looks Looks fine. Let's work on this section here so that we can take this input and push it all the way and have the text go underneath. And I guess that's a problem with the component itself. Closing a few things here. Let's open input. Text input.blade, which is in resources views components. We have an input here with all of the classes. So this doesn't have an error by itself. I guess we have to go to the add task. Play.php. So we have the text input here. We have a form here. I guess a good way to solve this probably is to, we have primary, this is a flex component already. So why don't we wrap the text input and the span in a flex component, in a flex item? That would work too, but in fact, let's try that first. In the span? Wouldn't it be in the, okay, let's try this. All right, but that doesn't solve the problem that this doesn't go all the way. Now, what would happen if I actually, if I put this two in a flex container? So let me undo that. And then add another div here. And this is going to be flex call. And then take these two, move them in there. See, without using flex with full, just putting them in a, whoa, what the hell was that? Why did you submit? That was weird. So yeah, by just adding a flex container, it will force all of the items within, I don't know why I'm looking at the chat when looking at you. So just the flex container will make the items inside it to just adapt to the size of the container. And using flex call, we'll put them one next to each other. This looks kind of flat, like too close to it. So this is what I like about flex containers. I can just say gap, maybe a gap of, let's go with a gap of 2. See, I can control the spacing between items without having to go to each item in the container and saying, okay, you margin, you margin, you margin. That I just set a container wide gap and all of the items will be separated. So I usually lean more towards flex containers than individual classes. All right, this looks good. Does it work still? Yes, it does. All right, cool. We said this one is fine. And this one, no, that's all right. That's fine too. I don't know. I think we're done with all the little thingies that can bother me later. We have authentication. We have a profile page. We can log out. This is not on dark mode. Why? Is it the guest layout? No, I guess it's just okay. This is this tailwind config.js. Just comment this out, and there it is. So when you do dark mode selector, that implies that the top container of your document has a class dark if you want it dark, and if there isn't one, then it's going to be light. So it's controlled by a selector class or a class in your document when you are using this kind of configuration. If you don't include it, then it's going with your system theme, which in my case is dark. And I guess the login page uses a different layout, which is a guest layout, and that layout doesn't have the dark class in it. So that's why it was showing up as light, but I can just remove that and use my system configuration instead. I am not going to be changing themes too often, so that's I'm good with that. All right, we're gonna leave it here today, and next week we're going to do much more fun stuff. We're going to add more functionality to the panel. We're going to add wide search. We're going to add search for the tasks. We are going to try and incorporate projects so that we can switch between projects. And we also have to fix the queries, because now that we have users and users that can register, I don't want the task from one user showing up in another user's Kanban board. So we kind of have to use simple tenancy in this project, which is going to be fun. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for showing up. Thank you for helping me out. You always do, and I really appreciate it. Give me a like if you found any of this helpful. That's helpful for me as well. And if you haven't, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. And as always, see you in the next one.